Let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about how people come from the very bottom and make their way to the top? See, I was at the bottom of the 99% when I started my career around the age of 20. And as a matter of fact, I started way behind the 8 ball. I started so far behind because I started out with 34 felonies on my record because I made a lot of bad choices when I was a teenager. But I'm not here to talk about that. You can catch that story in another video. But however, by the time I was 23, only 2 years later, I made my way to the bottom of the top 1% because I accidentally, unknowingly learned this one skill. And what is that skill? How to make offers. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 offers you must learn to make if you plan on succeeding in this game called business. But before we go any farther, you know what it is. First things first is I'm a realist and my name is Donnie. But back to it. So what is an offer? Get ready for this because this is a long definition that I came up with, but this is how I define what an offer is. See, an offer is essentially a value proposition made by a business, entrepreneur, or individual to entice a potential customer, client, or partner to take a specific action, such as making a purchase or signing up for a service when they are presented with an opportunity to exchange what they have of value for something they believe is more valuable, which is the thing that they already desire to have, which is the thing that you are promising. I became aware of how powerful offers were when I got laid off from my job. I think it was like in 2007 or something, 2008. And I had to look for a job, and my wife and I shared a car. So one day she got tired of me always being late and running out all her gas looking for a job. But I was broke. I was actually broker than broke. And she paid all the bills. And I had to get like money from her every day. As a man, you know how that feels as a man. But even though it doesn't really matter, but it's still something. I'm not built for that. I'm not built for my woman to take care of me. I'm just not built for that. Like, I'm built to make sure I provide for my family. Like, that's the way I'm just built. I'm sorry. Like, I don't believe in the 50-50 stuff. I believe in that the man should provide. But I couldn't do anything back then because I was, again, broker than broke. And she paid all the bills. So I had to literally ask her for money. But however, she got tired of me using her car and being late all the time. So she took me to a car dealership. And of course, I didn't have any credit at that time. Of course, I couldn't even finance a quarter with $1 down or steam off a biscuit. I couldn't finance anything, right? So she had to co-sign for me because I didn't have a job. I didn't have a pot to piss in. I had literally nothing. So she went and co-signed for me. Remember, I also had 34 felonies too. So like, it wasn't easy getting a job. It was like literally very hard. I mean, I would go, man, I probably filled out 75 to 100 applications before I ever got an opportunity, or fortunate to run into the opportunity I ran into, which is what I'm about to tell you about. But what I'm saying is that my wife took me to this car dealership to co-sign for me and get me a car. So upon us taking delivery of the car, we did the process, bought the car or whatever. And then I think it was a Dodge Stratus or something. She co-signed for me, like a little cheap car, something she can definitely afford. My wife was definitely on the budget. She knew, like, because she agreed to make the payments until I got a job, right? So, but upon me taking delivery of this car, I remember the salesperson by the name of Lake, and told me he would give me $200 for any person that I referred to him who bought a car. So at that time, I really didn't think much of it. So about a week later passes by, and of course I'm still out job hunting. So again, about a week go by, and I'm at her job hunting with some friends of mine, and another friend of mine called me with an opportunity. And so I listened to the opportunity he had. So I accepted the opportunity, and I drove to pick him up and another buddy, because he presented this opportunity to another buddy of mine. I'm saying, look, let's go. This dude found us all a job where we can make, I think it was like $12 an hour or something. I was like, okay, that'd be more money than I ever made in my life. $12 an hour at that time, back in like 07, 08. So I accepted. And I drove to pick him up. And then, of course, we drove to the workplace. And as we was driving there, he noticed I wasn't driving my wife's car, but I was driving another car. And he's like, "Is this your whip?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my new whip. My chick got it for me." So he was like, "Oh, Danielle got that for you?" "Yeah, that beautiful thing right there got it for me. My beautiful wife." So anyway, long story short is, so I told him like, "Hey, bro, so after work, guess what? I'll take you out there." So I offered to take him out there after we left the workplace that we were going to see if he can also get a whip. So, and little did I know, on my way to this place, that this would be literally the longest day of my life. I'm talking about, it was literally the longest day of my life. I mean, we worked in this warehouse where I did this same redundant thing. It was like these things would come down the line and I would fold the box up like I knew. And people would tell me they was there for 12 years doing that. So I was there for 13, 14 years doing that same thing. Like, do you know how long that 12 hours felt? And they had to do that 4 days a week. I'm like, no, I feel like my life was just passing by slowly. Like, I just knew that wasn't for me. Like, I wasn't meant for the warehouse thing. That, like, I wasn't meant to do the same redundant thing over and over. I felt like I was losing brain cells by the second. So, like, I quickly wanted, like, the only reason I didn't bail out when we went on lunch break, because I literally, my buddy had to talk me into not leaving. And I was still dead broke, remember? But all I knew was, this is something I can't do this. Like, this is not something I can accept. In life, this is just not something. Like, I can't just, boom, every box by box. And then you get timed on your efficiency, box by box. How many you can do in 1 hour? Like, no, sir. Like, I wasn't into that at all. There's no way I can do that. So I quickly punched out of that. So, woo, that was the longest day of my life. But long story short is, as I took my buddy to get a car, and he was approved and drove off a lot with a car that day. And then 2 weeks later, I received a check in the mail for $200. And I thought to myself, I'm like, this was the easiest $200 that I have ever made in my life. All I did was drive a guy from point A to point B. I made an offer to drive a guy from point A to point B. And I'm thinking like, man, this is the easiest and $200 I ever made in my life. And I thought like, how could I do how could I do more of this? And I came up with an idea. What if I went to find people who needed transportation? So I thought, where do people who need transportation are at? They on community bus stops. They on the bench, right? And I live in Kentucky. So it's not like New York or California or any way where there's a lot of transportation and you don't need a car. No, I live in Kentucky. Like, there's a lot of rural areas. There's a lot of areas where the public transit doesn't run. Like, there's a lot of those areas. So you can't get everywhere if you don't have a car. So I thought, like, what the best place to go would be on those benches. So I literally will pull up to people on bus stops and offer people a chance to get their own transportation and not have to depend on public transportation. And many people would accept my offer. They would accept my offer from taking them from where they are to another location and promise them to bring them back or take them to work, even if it didn't work out. Right. So I promised. So it was like a no-brainer offer. Like, you probably can give me a transportation. If all else fail, I get a free ride to work. What? So they didn't refuse the offer. So, and I want to say this, and I think this was March 2008, 2007. I got to get this in order, but I think this was in March of 2007, 2008. And the only income that I made that month, I remember, was about $200. And that was because I took my buddy to go get a car. But the very next month, meaning in April, I made $5,400. I had never made that type of legal money in my life just by asking people if they wanted to go get their own transportation. And all I did was ride up on people and made them a value proposition, what we call an offer. Listen to me. I need you to catch these words that I'm about to toss in your brain. I want you to understand this. Everything in your life, everything has found its way into your hands, whether it was good, bad, or ugly, because it came from an offer. Everything you have has come from an offer. You either made an offer to get what you want, or someone made you an offer and you accepted that offer. Like I'm married today because I made a girl an offer to become my girlfriend, and that girl didn't accept my first offer. My wife, she didn't accept my first offer. I made offers to her for about 6 months before she accepted my offer, and she eventually became my girlfriend because I never stopped making her offers. And then I made her another offer years later to become my wife, and she accepted that offer, and now my girlfriend, which is her, now she's my wife. See, the job you work, you offer them your time and they offer you money in return. Both of you accept each other's offer and both of you are better off for it, right? A lot of good things I have in my life is because I created offers. I literally stumbled upon on how to create offers that were acceptable to a specific group of people. And because they accepted it, it made their life better. The wealth you receive in life, listen to me, the wealth that you receive in life is going to be in direct correlation to your ability to create offers. Let me state this again. The wealth you receive in your life is going to be in direct correlation to your ability to create offers. Wealth will come from the offers you learn how to create. Wealth is going to come from learning how to master creating offers. See, a lot of good things me and my wife have in our life is because we learned to create offers. See, when you master making offers, it's going to be hard for you not to get rich. Listen to me. It's going to be literally hard for you not to get rich. Let me try to explain it like this. Let me try to explain why you can't be broke if you learn how to make offers. See, like, I don't know if you know this. If you learn how to make an offer and you make an offer to enough people, no matter if the product is good, no matter if the product is bad, no matter if the service is good, no matter if the service is bad, if you make enough offer to enough people, somebody's going to eventually buy. I hope you know that. It don't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter what it is, or the quality, or the quantity of it. If you offer enough people something, you're going to run into somebody who's going to accept that offer. Like if you make an offer to 100 people who come on your website, one person is going to buy from you. I hope you're getting this. And if 100 people come to you, if you made an offer to 100 people who came to your website and one buys, the only thing you have to do to get more sales is to find more people to make offers to. This is how business works. This is how creating wealth works. Like if you want to make more sales, again, just find more people to offer the thing you are selling to. See, if you are not making the money that you like to make, it's because you're not making enough offers to enough people. And if you're not making enough offers and you're not getting sales, it's because you're not good enough yet at making offers. You just have to get better. And once you get better at making offers, the more money you will start to make. The money will just start to flow in. Okay, Donnie, I heard everything you're saying. So please tell me, how do I master making offers? So how do I get to the point, or where do I even start with making offers? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. So let me help you to get started. See, the very first thing you have to do to create an offer is to make sure everything you create, listen to me, everything you create is about somebody other than you. Because your wealth, your ability to create wealth is going to be tied to creating value for someone other than yourself. See, people who make a lot of money are not all virtuous people. And they're not all good people. They're just people that know how to create value for a lot of people. They have figured out a way to create value for somebody other than themselves. Like when you figure out how to create value, like when let me ask you a question. Like, have you ever thought about it? Like, what is your worth? Like, what is your worth? Let me ask you a question. Again, what is your worth? Like, what are you worth to people? Like you go to your job every day and then you get paid by the hour. Like we actually think that when we go to our jobs that we do get paid by the hour, but you don't get paid by the hour. You get paid for the value that you bring to the workplace. You don't get paid for the hour. They pay you for the value. They pay you for your worth. Like if you make $10 an hour, then you're worth $10 an hour. That's the value that you bring to the place. If you make $30, if you make $20 an hour, if you make $30 an hour, if you make $50 an hour, that's the value that you bring to that place. Like, that's all you worth. Like, you might be a great citizen or a great person, but to the business that you work for, to the place that employs you, you only worth $20 an hour. There's some people on that job worth way more than you, right? There's some people who work in the same place you work that make way more than you. Because they're just worth more. They have learned how to create more value. That's it. See, if a guy I don't know how much money Tim Cook makes, right? The guy who runs Apple. I think Apple pays him somewhere between 100, 200 million before he decided to cut his pay because we're going through what they don't want to call a recession, but whatever. But I think Apple pays that guy somewhere between 100, 200 million. But is he really worth that? Let me ask you a question. If one person could help a company make $2 or $3 billion, would that person not be worth 10 million? Would that person not be worth 20 million? Would that person not be worth 30 million? Of course they would. Of course they will be worth 100 million. If a guy can help a company make $200 billion, is that guy not worth $200 million? And the short answer is yes. Of course he is. Like, what is your worth? Like, I know my worth. Like, if for somebody to talk to me for a whole hour, it's going to cost you $5,000 because I just don't have that amount of time. My time is very valuable to me because I know after you talk to me, I'm going to help raise your level of thinking. I'm going to help raise your income, and that's going to be valuable to you because it's going to raise your level. It's going to raise your quality of life. But all I'm saying is, like, ask yourself the question, like, what is your worth? You have to learn how to create value. You have to learn how to increase your worth. Like, if you write a book and it adds value to someone's life, and I'm not talking about your life story, like, your life story is not going to add any value to anyone's life unless it's teaching them how to do something, right? And if you're not teaching them how to do something or how to accomplish something, then writing a book about your life that does absolutely nothing for the next person. Like, they're not reading the book just for your entertainment. They're reading the book. Most people want to read a book to learn something or increase their level of knowledge. Of course, yes, I know some people read books for entertainment, but they're not trying to read your story for entertainment. They're trying to read a non-fictional story, right? That's what they're trying to read. They're not trying to read your life story. Like, nobody cares. I'm sorry. Nobody cares about your life story. Only you do. Nobody else do. So don't ever write a book talking about, I'm going to tell my story. Nobody cares about your story. But if you write a book and it adds value to someone's life and you offer it to 100 people, somebody's going to buy it. Somebody's going to buy it. See, the only thing you have to do is create something that is worth something, and then you offer it to people, which is your value proposition, because if it's not worth anything, then it doesn't have any value. And if it doesn't have any value, then how could it be a value proposition? And if it's not a value proposition, then it's not an offer. Like, it has to, whatever you create has to have value, has to do something that affects somebody's life in a way that after they buy your product or your service, their life becomes better somehow, some way, right? That's what value means. Like when their life becomes better, when they encounter you, your product or service, then you now have a value proposition, and that value proposition people will buy into if you offer it to them. That's it. Like, business is that simple. Now that you understand that it's about adding value to someone else's life, it's time that you practice what you preach by actually creating an offer that adds value to someone else's life. In other words, you have to become better at making offers by creating offers. So the only way you can become better by making offers is by actually creating offers. As an entrepreneur, there are 3 types of offers you must learn to master or to make if you plan on succeeding in this game called business. So let's start by talking about the first offer, free offers. And what is a free offer? A free offer? And why should I give out something for free? I'll explain it in a minute. But let's first understand what a free offer is. A free offer is when you give out something valuable that costs you time or money and you give it away for free. If it didn't cost you time, if it didn't cost you money, then it's probably not valuable, right? If you didn't put time into creating worth, because if a free offer is BS, then probably nobody's going to accept it because it's probably not worth anything. See, a free offer has to add value. A free offer has to be worth something. It has to cost you at least time or money, right? So you see free offers all the time. You literally see free offers all the time when you're walking in the mall. When you're walking down the mall and they're offering you samples. Here, you want this. Here, you want that. You want to try a piece of this? You see free offers all the time. You see free offers all the time when you scroll down online and it tells you stop. Hey, if you want this ebook or this one-page sheet that teaches you this, just go here and I'll give it to you for free, and it costs $1,000 in value, and they tell you go here and just enter your email address or your telephone number and I give it to you for free. That's a free offer. My wife gives away free offers, like as a way to quickly establish trust. Like I think it's like these little eyeshadow things or something, like these little eyeshadow things. She give away free samples. People can order from her, test the product before they ever actually buy the product. That establishes trust way beforehand. Like she's on another level with it. But what I'm saying is, you see free offers all the time. See, when apps give you a free trial, that's a free offer. See, when experts give you a free ebook full of helpful tips or free guides to teach you something, again, that's an offer. They're offering you something. They're making a value proposition to you. They're offering to give you something of value, something of worth, in exchange for something of value and something of worth that you have. And I got my wife the same way by giving her a lot of free offers. I would try to give her the world before she ever became my girlfriend, but I gave her a lot of free offers and I kept offering her free offers. And one day she finally accepted my offer to be my girl, right? But I gave her a lot of free offers, a lot of dinners, a lot of cell phone cases, a lot of accessories, because we were young. I think I was 13. I was 14. She was 13 when I got with one of my wife became my girlfriend, who is still my wife today, which probably been together over 20. I mean, we've been together over 23 years, but we've been married 19 years and 20 years next month. But what I'm saying is I'm married to that woman is because I continue to make us offers. It's like this video you're watching right now. This video you're watching right now, this is my free offer. See, people pay me for the information that I'm giving out to you freely right now. But I give you this information for free in hopes that you would one day buy something from me because you see the value that I have to offer. I'm teaching you or translating to you my worth. I'm showing you my worth, right? Because you're getting to test me out. You're getting to test out everything I know, and you're getting to test out all my knowledge. And I'm showing you how to do something that will increase your life for free. I'm showing, like right now, you're learning how to create offers for free. And I know once you go and present your offers and somebody buys something from you, I'm going to take part in your success because you're going to relate success to me because I help you create your first offer, which got you your first sale, which caused you to make your first dollar all on your own. Because you learn how to create, because I taught you how to create offers. And because I taught you how to create offers, this increased your life. And once I increase your life with the free stuff, you will think, what if I actually pay this guy? What could he do for me? Right? So you're willing to give me $5,000 a year to be in my inner circle because I'm helping you make money for free. I'm helping you increase your life for free. And that's why you have to create free offers that are valuable enough to change people's behaviors. Don't give people BS. Actually focus on trying to literally solve their problems. See, after watching this video, go create something of value that solves a problem and give away the solution for, guess what? Free. Meaning they don't have to pay money for what it is that you have to offer. Like after watching this video, go and create something of value. Like go and create something that's worth something. Like make yourself worth more. Like just don't stay stagnant. Like literally go and create. After watching this video, watching me right now, I need you to go and create something of value by creating something that solves a problem. And I need you to give it away for free, because the better you get at doing that, the better you get at mastering offers. And the better you get at mastering offers, if you can get people to give you stuff because you give away stuff for free, meaning they don't have to pay for it and they get it, but they pay you with their attention or their contact information. And once you get really good at mastering this, you generate what we call leads. And if you can generate leads because you learn how to create valuable offers for free, you learn how to create a value proposition, a free one that got people to buy into it, then you can never be broke for the rest of the time while you're here on this planet, because you understand how to create value or worth for people who willingly hand over you, strangers who willingly hand over their information to you, because you learn how to create value. You learn how to make yourself worth something. And the better you master that, the better off your life is going to be. And this brings us to offer number 2, the second offer. The second offer you must learn to make is a core offer. What is a core offer? A core offer is one or more of the main products or services that you, as an entrepreneur or business, sells. It's the product or service that provides and delivers the most value to the majority of its customers. It's the thing that you sell the most. Like a core offer are usually under like $1,000 price tag. It's usually something that people buy, that everyday people can afford, right? Core offers are mostly designed to get customers. And Apple's really good at creating core offers to get customers, because their whole business model is based upon attracting customers. And that's why you have to have a core offer. It's like the central piece of your business model. And it serves as the primary way you generate revenue, like your core product. Like matter of fact, like my book. Like, hold on, let me go to my book. Like this book I wrote almost 2 years ago. This is a core offer for me, right? This is a core product for me because it sells for $50, which again is under $1,000. Usually a core offer is under $1,000 price tag. This book sells for $50, and I have other books. I have some books that sell for $19. I have a book that sells for $10. Man, all these books are my core offer. And my wife has core offers in her beauty company. One of her companies, like her beauty company, and some of her core offers are hair and lipstick, right? The small things. So you see, would you take that for me? You see core offers all the time. The iPhone is a core offer. You know, like the iPhone SE, that's a core offer, because it's like $599, $699, and then you have like the iPhone Pro Max, which is a premium offer, is over $1,100, right? Over the $1,000 price tag. But Apple Air Force One is a core offer, right? Jordans have core offers. At McDonald's, the Big Mac is a core offer. Burger King has their Whopper as a core offer. Like, you see core offers all the time. And core offers, the only thing core offers are designed to do is to acquire a customer. So you have to learn how to make offers that are, I would say, not very expensive, but just enough that everyday people could afford it, so that you can acquire a customer. And then you nurture and keep that customer as a customer always. You have to create core offers. It's one of the main reasons, again, that you get customers. And to create a core product, you must create something that solves a problem for a large group of people for a price, again, everyday people can afford. Like, for instance, I wrote a book called The DNA of Success. This book helps people to discover their natural talents or abilities so that they can begin making money from their natural gifts. And this book only costs $19. And I know this book will help you to make way more than $19, because it's teaching you how to use something that you're really gifted at. which is something you're strong, your strength. Something you have a strength in is something that teaches you how to operate in your strength instead of your weaknesses. So I know I will get a thanks from you later because I'm giving you way more value than $19. So I know you will buy something else from me later because of the value that this $19 book gives you, right? And because I had this book priced at $19,000, reeled you in as a customer, and now you become a part of my fold. Now you become a part of my ecosystem. Now I have your name, your email address, and I can continue to make offers to you. But at least I got you in the door as a customer. That's why you have to learn to make core offers. What is the thing that you can create that doesn't cost that much, that you can offer to a large group of people that have a certain problem? Like, what is it that you can create? Like, think about the problem you can solve and think about the group of people you want to solve it for, right? And then create some type of affordable product that everyday people could buy and offer it to people. And the third and final offer you must learn to make is premium offers. And what is a premium offer? A premium offer is a high value offer. It's a top tier offer. It's like a top tier product or service designed to attract customers willing to pay a premium or willing to pay higher prices for enhanced quality, exclusivity, and additional benefits. Like, premium offers are typically positioned as the top tier of pricing structures and cater to an audience that values luxury, convenience, and specialized solutions over less affordable ones, which is the ones the majority of people buy. Premium offers are usually more because they have higher price points. They're more expensive than standard offerings. Like, premium value offers are usually more again because they have like a tailored or white glove service. They offer customization, concierge style assistance, and like hands-on implementation. They're right there with you. And premium value offers are usually result driven. They promise significant transformation or an elite experience that justifies the higher cost or investments. Like, you literally see premium offers all the time. Like, most car companies have premium offers. Like, Toyota makes Lexus, and Lexus is a premium value product. Honda makes Acura, and Acura is a premium value product. Volkswagen makes Bugatti, and Bugatti is a premium value product. Volkswagen also makes Porsche. They have many premium value products, and their Volkswagen is their core offer. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to have a top tier offer. Everyone sells premium offers. When you see three offers, they usually go like this: the cheap option, the core option, and the premium value option, right? Which is, most of the time, there's a free option, then there's a paid option, which is the core option, and then there's the premium option. Like, you see it all the time. Like, you see it on websites, like through software. Like, there's the free trial version of the software, and then there's the core version of the software, uses like $19, $20, and then $30, and then you have the premium offer of the service, which is usually $100, $200. Well, it's literally two or three more times more than the core price, right? This is what I'm saying. You just see these offers all the time. Consulting and coaching, a high ticket one-on-one business coaching program with personalized strategies is a premium offer. Luxury products, limited edition designer handbags like from Louis Vuitton or Gucci or Coco Chanel, high-end cosmetics, all these are premium value offers. Like, if you want to go to, I know people like, I know a lot about makeup. It's only because my wife is in the cosmetic business. But like, if you go to L'Oreal has premium value offers, right? They own a lot of companies. But like, if you rather go to get CoverGirl versus Giorgio Armani, see, premium value offer in makeup. So it's just all depends. But everybody has premium value offers. I get it, Donnie. I get it. As an entrepreneur, I gotta learn how to create a premium value offer. I know I gotta add that to my folder, to my repertoire. So how do I create a premium value offer? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna give you 5 steps that you must take to create a premium value offer. And step number 1 is you have to first identify your ideal premium client. Like, who values exclusivity? Like, in the problem that you solve, what group of people are values exclusivity and willing to pay a premium price for results? Like, who can you like think of the problem? Like, okay, these group of people values exclusive stuff, and then I know these group of people are willing to pay me this amount of money. Like, what problem can you solve for those people? Like, what problem can you solve for people who have pockets full of money, deep pockets? Because that's what premium values offers are for. They're for people who got money. They're not for broke people, right? They're not for people who are on the struggle wagon, right? That's not what premium values offers for. So when you price in the premium value offer, don't think about freebie people or cheap people, because freebie people or cheap people are not going to like your premium value offer because they can't afford it. So only think about, because you're going after a different audience with a premium value offer. And so you're going to be talking to a different group of people who can actually afford what you're offering, or they wouldn't even pique interest into it. So who values exclusivity and willing to pay the premium price? So pay attention to your audience. And step number 2 is elevate your value proposition. What extra benefits or services or guarantees can you offer? Like after you buy this, you get this and you get this, and not only you get this, but you also get this too, which is another $2,000 or $3,000 value. And you get this, and you get my exclusivity, and you get to join me on this, and you get free tickets to my secret event that goes here. Like, elevate the value proposition by adding more value and even increasing the exclusivity. Like, only you got this offer. I only made this offer to you, and this is a $2,000 offer, and you gotta meet me here at this secret and private event. I'll fly you out, whatever it is, right? But you gotta package it. But whatever it is, you gotta elevate. Like, you gotta help them to see, like, dang, that is a lot of value. Even though I'm paying this money, I feel like what they're offering, the value proposition, is actually worth more than the money I'm getting because of all these extra benefits I get with it. Let me give you an example. Say you wanted to go see your favorite artist in concert, and that ticket to see that artist in concert cost you $2,000. And the first thing that comes to your mind, $2,000 for some concert tickets? Like, why would I do that? Well, let me add a little caveat for you. Let's say that $2,000. First of all, would you pay $2,000 for a concert ticket to go see your favorite artist? Probably not. But what if I told you that $2,000 came with backstage passes to that artist concert, and you got to see other celebrities or guest celebrities that artist brought to perform? What if I told you that? Would it be worth $2,000 then? You probably not. But what if I told you also, not only do you get backstage passes, and do you get to meet the other artists, your favorite artists, and the artists that artist also brought? But what if I told you you get to have dinner with this artist for 2 hours and go spend 2 hours with this person? Would it be worth $2,000 then? I don't know. Oh no, what if I told you not only did you get to have a 2-hour dinner with this person, you get to spend the next 2 days with this person, and they get to tell you a little bit about their life, and you get to do selfies, and you get to show yourself spending time with them, and they teach you they're teaching you $1 million playbook. Would it be worth $2,000 then? Probably, yeah. See, value proposition. I continue to increase the likelihood of value to where that $2,000 seemed like nothing when I added all this stuff to it, when I added all these extra benefits to it. And you see this all the time. That's why people first offer you one knife for $20, and then they tell you get all 20 knives, because they're adding value. They're increasing the value proposition. Why don't they tell you you get 20 knives all at once when you're watching these infomercials? Why they don't tell you get all this at once? Why? Because they're increasing perceived value. They tell you get this one thing, but now you get this one thing. If you buy it right now, you also get this too. They're increasing perceived value. That's all. So that's step number 2. And step number 3 is package it as an experience. Make it feel high end through branding, through packaging and service. Like, care about the whole entire customer journey from A to B, the packaging, the font, the logo, the words, the shipping time, the logistics, like all of it. Like, you got to care about all of it. Like, design it to make it feel like luxury. Like, when they hold the box, does it weigh heavy? Does it feel cheap? Or does it something that weighs a little heavier? It feels more, even though it could be cheaper. But if it's a little heavy, if you got a little heavier, more sturdy box, it feels more than a cheap, flimsy box. Like, care about the whole customer's experience, like the whole journey. And then number 4, use scarcity and exclusivity. Like, limit spots. Like, you got to put a limit. And then, like, I only have these many spots. This is only these many people can have this premium access. See, high-end branding creates demand. And when you have that high-end brand, like, I'm only making so many of these so everybody can't even have it. Like, I only have so many spots so everybody can't get in. Like, you got to do that. And then number 5, justify the pricing. Ensure the transformation, ensure the convenience, ensure the status of the offer aligns with the price. Ensure like just make value exceeds price. When you make value exceed price, people will pay the price because they believe what you are giving them is more valuable, again, than the money in their pocket. So always make sure the price is justifiable through, again, perceived value. Step number 2, you got to elevate your value proposition. And the more you elevate your value proposition, the more it justifies your price. Like, my premium value offer is $10K right now. I have implemented all of these things, and I will tell you how it goes in about the next 6 to 8 months. But again, my premium value offer is $10K. And I know that if my premium value offers is $10K, I'm gonna make sure I have somebody make $1 million. Again, I have the blueprint because I did it myself. But all I'm saying to you is, I'll tell you how it goes in 6 to 8 months. Well, that's all I have for you today. And the goal is always to learn at a rapid pace. That way you can remain a strategic player in this game called business. Don't forget to put in the comment one of the core offers you plan to offer. And make sure to put the link in the comments so we can go check out your core offer.